Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for August. I hope everybody's well. I will take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Gemini out there, so guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse, so if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Oh, okay. All right, Gemini, you are starting with the Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the Devil, and coming out together is the Ten of Coins reversed along with the Five of Wands in the reverse. All right, so Gemini, I do feel that with the Three of Wands in the reverse, you're feeling a little bit impatient here. I also feel like there is a very strong pull that you have towards somebody. However, you're kind of trapped in that energy, and it's a little bit toxic energy. So be careful that you're not moving back into something that is really toxic here. With the Ten of Coins here in the reverse, this revolves around a loss. It's revolving around a loss that you may have had some regrets about. I do feel like, you know, there's conflicts here that are ending for you, which is good, but you're feeling a deep sense of loss here, and it's revolving around some kind of a situation that had you were trapped in some sort of toxic energy. Let's see who is in your energy right now. Show me who is in Gemini's energy. Show me who is in Gemini's energy. All right, so the person in your energy is the Nine of Coins, Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So this person who's in your energy is showing up as somebody who is single. This is somebody who is doing well financially. They're doing well, you know, they're strong, independent. This is somebody who is, you know, studious. I feel like this is somebody that they don't necessarily have to have the limelight, although at times they do. This is somebody who likes learning about new things. They're very strong and independent. They're very focused on their own success right now, and they are definitely moving in that direction towards success. With the Seven of Wands, this person can be a little bit combative at times, though. There's an energy here of them defending their success, defending their independence. You know, they're not going to budge. They've made some sort of decision that they feel is going to make them successful, and they're not budging from that. So let's see the energy between Aries and this person. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. The Magician in reverse. Yeah, so there's something you both are trying to manifest that's just not coming about. It's not happening. I feel like you tried to manifest something with this person, Aries, but it hasn't quite happened. It doesn't mean that it's not going to. There's definitely a spark that's between the two of you, and this person is trying very hard to understand what is going on as well. You're wondering, you know, are you going to just go back into something toxic, or, you know, why are you so drawn to this person? Why are you so attracted to this person? And I feel like you're trying to decide, is this where your future really should be? So let me see the energy that's affecting the connection. What's affecting this connection? We're going to try that again. What is affecting this connection between Gemini and this person? Page of Swords. So you're both checking each other out, Gemini. Yeah, you're both checking each other out. I do feel like there's been some kind of communication here. It hasn't been like huge, but there's been communication. And that whatever that communication is, it feels huge to you. It definitely feels, and this person feels like there's been a breakthrough with the communication. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Because I feel like you're both kind of watching each other. You're both kind of trying to figure out what the other person is going to do. The Star card in reverse. And the Six of Coins in reverse. Okay. So this person is feeling like things are not balanced between the two of you. It's not an equal give and take. And they're going to stand their ground with regard to that. This is what they want, and they're not going to budge. This is what they believe is going to bring about success in this connection. I do feel like they are truthfully, you know, communicating that with you. With the Star card in reverse, for some reason you feel that when this relationship ended here, it looks like it ended in conflict. And it looks to me like you felt like your dreams were crushed, like your hopes were crushed when this connection ended. And that's affecting how you're viewing this connection. It's making you question whether or not you should be in this connection or not. So, but this person just wants something that's equal and balanced is the way it's appearing. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. This is underlying energy. And it does indicate that there's unconditional love here. Seven of Cups is more about unconditional love, particularly in this deck. But it's also showing me that you're choosing to kind of pull back from the emotions. You're choosing to try to, you know, keep the emotions, which can be very overwhelming. This could be the toxicity that you're recognizing. You're choosing to kind of pull back from that a little bit and view it more from a distance, to look at all your options in this situation. So let's see, I'm trying to see if I see, I don't currently, other than your energy, you could be dealing with another Gemini, but I'll tell you as I go. So let's clarify. Spirit wants the Three of Wands in reverse. I do feel like there is energy that is coming out in bursts for some reason. Like it could be with this communication, but it's like burst of energy and then quiet. Burst of energy and then quiet. The Hangman in reverse. You're definitely feeling impatient. All right, we have the Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're feeling impatient about the situation. Why is it not manifesting the way you wanted it to? There's this deep spark here. And I feel like you may even have some regrets. I can see the loss. I can see where it crushed your dreams, but yet now you're sitting here saying, yeah, but is the love still there? Is this person my Two of Cups? You know, why isn't it manifesting the way I wanted it to? I do feel like you're viewing this connection very differently than you have in the past. And there's definitely a sense of impatience. Why is the Devil here for Gemini? Seven of Wands reversed and the World in reverse, because you don't feel like it's over. You don't feel like this is over. This is why, you know, and it's this communication that is making you feel that way. Yeah, you don't want to argue with this person. You're definitely avoiding conflict with them. But there's a sense of the toxicity is that you're feeling powerless in this situation. You're feeling powerless. You can't understand why it's not manifesting, why it's not coming about the way you wanted it to. But you definitely feel like there's unfinished business between you and this person. And it's definitely related to this communication that has happened. So let me see the bottom energy for Gemini. I'm feeling some Aries energy for somebody. I don't know why, because I'm not pulling an Aries card. But I feel it, I keep hearing Aries for some reason. All right, so you have Judgment, you have Ace of Swords, and you have the Strength card. You have strong feelings for this person. I do feel like, Gemini, you've been really working on yourself. You've been working towards bringing clarity and truth into your life, and that's so positive. I do feel that you are wanting to talk to this person. You don't want to argue with them. You're avoiding conflict at all costs. And I do feel like you want to work on this connection. You want to bring this connection back together. Yeah, I feel it. So let's look at their energy. Spirit, why is the 9 of Coins here for the person in Gemini's energy? I feel like this person is definitely a very handsome or beautiful person. Page of Wands reversed, the Emperor in reverse. Oh, so this person is searching for their counterpart. If this is a feminine, they're searching for their Emperor. If this is a masculine, this person is searching for their Empress. They're searching for their counterpart. But they feel like the situation between the two of you has grown out of control. This person, there's been new people in this person's life, but it's not worked out. So this is somebody who has been searching for their counterpart, but have not found them. I do feel like there is a lack, or has been a lack of communication prior to this. This Page of Swords communication. Whatever was said here has deeply impacted this connection. And I do feel that it was truthful, whatever was said. This person that's in your energy, I do feel like they're searching for their counterpart. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Yeah, again, that strong, independent energy. 9 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this person is willing to remain single until they find a successful connection. I feel like they've been dealing with people who were either a bit of player. It's the energy of them searching for their counterpart, not finding their counterpart, finding people who were either immature or they were just looking for the sexual connection. They want a successful relationship, and this person is willing to stay single until they find that. I do feel like this communication may have come from your side, because this person has been holding back communication, even though they do want to talk with you. I feel like they've been holding back communication. So this Page of Swords, this truthful communication, looks like it probably came from your side, Gemini. You could be dealing with oh, there's the Aries energy I was seeing. So for some of you, there's definitely an Aries involved here. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Why is the 7 of Wands here? Ace of Wands reversed and Justice in reverse. Yeah, this person feels like there was an injustice in this relationship. So, yeah, I can see that. I can see this person feels like there was an injustice that was done here. It's related to it not being an equal give and take. They feel that it's an unbalanced situation. They're calling for karmic justice. Karmic justice in the way this relationship ended. I do feel that they're standing their ground and they are not going to budge. I'm also going to tell you that this person is definitely seeking their counterpart. They will not budge on that either. If it's an unbalanced or unequal relationship, whether it's with you, Gemini, or whether it's with anybody else, and this person has encountered other people, they're not going for it unless it is an equal and balanced connection, unless it is their counterpart. Let's see the energy between the two of you. Why is the Magician in reverse? The Hierophant reversed. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Libra is very strong. You could also be dealing with a Taurus here. Yeah, I can see that this ended. You have some regrets with how this relationship ended. You're looking at things very differently now. You're impatient to talk to this person about this, to communicate it. But this person in your energy feels like you're not being honest. They are focused on you, but they feel like you're not being honest with them. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that you are actually being honest with them. You are being upfront. But that's why this person has pulled back. Yeah, they've pulled back. They could also be angry with you. Yeah, for the way that the ending occurred between the two of you. There's some anger that's here. Let me see. Let's look at this Page of Swords. I'm very curious about that. Why is the Page of Swords here? Oh, this person broke your heart. I can see that. Yeah. This person broke your heart, but you're healing and you want to heal the connection. And I feel like you've told this person that. If you haven't, you're going to. I do feel like this discussion was about a broken heart, was about the pain that you've experienced, that you don't feel that things are over. You don't want to argue with them, but you do want to work this out. And this person in your energy feels like you're not telling them everything. They feel like you could be just playing them. So they don't trust the connection. And they're choosing to stay single because they don't trust the connection. I will tell you that this is somebody who's definitely looking for their counterpart, and they're willing to stay single until they find that counterpart. So I can see that there have been other energies, you know, in their energy, but none of them have worked out. I can see at least 3 newer energies in this person's energy that did not work out. This person decided that it would not be a successful connection. They decided that they would rather remain single than to deal with these things. So they're not finding what they're looking for currently, and I do feel like they're kind of angry with the universe, actually. Yeah, and they're also angry with you. There's some anger with you about the way things ended between the two of you. And it looks like on your side, you're kind of coming to terms with this, and you're saying, yeah, there was toxic energy in this connection, but I don't feel like we're done. I don't feel like we're over. I want to talk. I want to work this out. I want to bring clarity and truth to this situation. I want to heal this situation. But for some reason, this person is not trusting that, Gemini. So let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Gemini at the end of the week. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer sign. All right, so we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. Oh, and the Queen of Cups. This is your person, Gemini. So you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong. And you love this person, they love you, but this person is really holding back. And it looks like they're holding back because they feel like it's not a balanced connection. So there's definitely love that's here. I see that. I feel like that love was expressed at some point, and that's what's affected this connection. That's what's caused you to kind of give this connection a second look, to try to pull back from the emotions of it and to, you know, look at it more clearly, which doesn't surprise me either because you are a air sign. So, you know, you're going to try to really analyze it from an intellectual viewpoint as well. I do feel, though, that right now you're still feeling the loss of the connection. I feel like this... So I feel like the person in your energy, Gemini, because they don't trust the connection, because they're not leaning into it at this point, I feel like that makes you feel rejected. It makes you feel abandoned. This is something you're working on within yourself as well. You're working on, you know, understanding loss. You're working on feelings of rejection, feelings of abandonment. But the truth is that you love this person, and I feel like you want to bring healing and clarity to the situation. You may have to be a little bit more patient here, because the person that's in your energy, you feel like this is your divine partner. I would have to agree with you. It does look like that as well, but this person feels like an injustice was done to them, particularly with regard to some kind of an altercation that occurred between the two of you. But in more general terms, that it's not an equal balanced connection. They may feel breadcrumbed. And this is somebody who, they're in search of their partner. It's just that I feel like you're right in front of their eyes, but because of the past, they can't trust it. Yeah, they can't trust it, but they do love you. They definitely love you, but they're kind of keeping the lid on that cup of love right now because they're asking for karmic justice, especially with regard to the way this ended. And also they want to see an equal balanced give and take here. You're receiving that as abandonment, as rejection. I don't think it is. I don't. I think that this person, you need to find out if you're interested. Now, some of you might not be interested anymore, But for those that I'm reading for, I think you are. So what I would suggest is that you find out what constitutes an equal and balanced relationship. And is that something that you can provide? Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. And it does indicate that, A, you need to pour that love into self, right? And B, it's love that is a new beginning with this person that's trying to come in. However, it's being affected because you're pulling back. You're receiving what they're telling you is rejection instead of what needs to take place for this to come together. And I also feel like there are options that are here that are affecting this connection as well in some manner. I can tell this person has options. You could also have options. So that's also affecting this connection. But there's definitely this new beginning in love that's trying to come in. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Gemini. We'll see if there's any further clarification or guidance here for Gemini. Pulling for Gemini. There it is. Number 20. Your card is fulfillment. So hang on just a second and I will read that for you. Celebrate your choices at this time, for you have drawn the symbol of fulfillment. Now is the time to integrate and digest what you have learned of late. Savor every moment and know that every encounter is intended to feed your soul. You are meant to have a rich and satisfying life and taste all that experience has to offer. Look around and recognize all of the ways that your life is already full. You have so many reasons to feel good about yourself. That's that pouring that love into self, Gemini. All is well and will be well when you choose fulfillment. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Gemini. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Gemini, know that you are loved and namaste.